Study in Germany, the podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Study in Germany, the podcast. On today's episode, we're going to talk about how to find support in hard times when you are struggling, because it's not always sunshine and roses. Studying and living abroad, actually, it can be really hard. In this episode, even more than the others, we have a ton of links in the show notes for you, where you can find institutional support. My name is Jana, and I'm really happy to introduce today's guest, who is Maysan from Palestine. She has been in Germany for a year, but previously she's also been in Germany for 2 years. She's currently doing her doctorate in Ecotoxicology and Disease Evolutionary Ecology at the Leibniz Institute of Freshwater Ecology and Inland Fisheries. That's quite long. That's good. If you need her and can't find her, you can look for her in the mountains because she founded Ecofilix, an eco-hiking group in Palestine. Hello, Maysan.
Hi, hello. So nice to be here. Yeah.
Very happy to have you.
Me too.
So, on today's topic, what do you do in moments of distress? I, for example, I like to do some yoga, meditate, and maybe also send like a really long voice message to someone, crying it out, basically. What do you do?
Actually, it's like depending on the moment, that you get. So basically, some things are way harder than the others, and the most the easy thing to reach to, I think, is this support system that you have, especially when you're abroad. We tend to forget sometimes that we actually have the support system in our countries, especially when we live for a while abroad. And we start to deviate from our support system and our family, and we start to feel like, okay, we're not understandable from them. But I feel like the first thing should be done is just to reach to those people who have strong support system always for you, because they will know the tricks, they don't know what to say, and then afterwards this is a boost of energy that you need to continue, especially in the moments that feel like, wow, what is it? What I'm doing here? Why I'm here? Is I'm alone or homesick or whatsoever. Yeah, these hard feelings that that hit you as a student, especially for the first time studying abroad.
Yeah, definitely. So your advice would be to talk to someone close to you, someone who might understand, even if they don't share the same experience that you do.
People truly they try to help you and support you as much as possible. So even if they do not understand your experience fully, you can guide them. You can tell them what you feel. You can tell them what you're going through. Usually people are willing to help. So for me, especially, I have a really good supporting system. And I was so lucky, when I did my master's the first time and I was in Germany, in Munich, it was really hard. I truly felt like I'm isolated. I'm different. What I'm doing here, with all the cultural background that is so different from here.
Right.
And I even had moments during the masters that I want to drop the scholarship. It's I can't take it anymore. I feel isolated. I feel different in a bad way, and all sort of things. And then I realized, first of all, my really good friends were also doing masters in another country in Europe at the same time. So there was a shared experience and we could support each other. And always, until now, I have this amazing support system from my family. So they, even if they don't live, what you live through, but they can understand because they love you and they want you to finish, this the journey that you already started here. But definitely, I would say living here would change you a lot. You will become more and more flexible. You will look for things and gain energy from things that is not familiar to you. It wasn't one of the things that I truly gained here is hiking. And I used to love hiking a lot, but these hard mountains, and surrounding Bayern or München, that was really adrenaline giving, charging, being in nature, swimming, and all sort of things that you pick up along the way. Part of the things that would be so much fun, for example, and I don't know how many people would disagree, is learning the language, actually. Learning the language, because it's just give you the space to be with people who share the interest of only learning the language, but at the same time, they all have different experiences. They all new. So it gives you a space, a safe space to share your experiences with them. And I would say learning the language has been quite an exciting journey also for me. It's been a unique experience. It started off like a bad thing, like so difficult. What I'm doing here is like, oh my God, I cannot take it. And then I don't know, this time when I started and did like in Leipzig this language course, I was like, wow, I understand it now. It seems like, it's like mathematics, these hard equations that you navigate through. Yes, German is hard. I think this is quite a fact.
Common knowledge.
Yeah.
So you would say it gave you an insight into German culture as well.
It's really important. I mean, you not only dive into the culture, it's also open doors for you. One of the things that could make your life harder when you feel like you're isolated, you don't know the language.
Right.
People can be hostile to you because you don't know the language. And then once you start communicating with people and talk to them, you realize that, they're not as cold as I thought, or they're not as isolated that I thought. On the contrary, they would talk to you, they would start opening conversations. And this is, I would say, the complete difference between my first experience when I was in München and now, because I can speak the language way more comfortable. It's like, oh, wow. So people are not cold, no, but they just don't know how to speak English, for example, or they are more open, like they open their heart to you when you speak their language. So it's really interesting how much, these like charging sources, changes through your journey, through your time studying abroad. So it's really impressive, I would say. Yeah. And how much you evolve through this journey. It's incredible. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So you mentioned at the beginning, and I think that was mainly in your master's, you did struggle with the language, with isolation, but also feeling different. Can you like elaborate on that a little bit? Like what were you struggling with there?
So, of course, there's like too many, first of all, when you come to a new country, there's too many culture shocks that you're not used to it. And this actually can make you feel a little bit more isolated. And this is one of the things, like you're used to certain food, you're used to certain clothes, certain stores, certain people, certain attitude. And then all of a sudden, everything changes. And you're like, wow, this is too many things to get used to. There's too many things that are new and unfamiliar to me. And you need to shift your mindset from I'm different, I don't fit in this society, to no, I'm unique. People are curious about me. People want to learn about me as much as I want to learn about them. So this like change and shift in mindset would just make your life way, way easier. And you start to learn a lot, because it's pretty interesting when you just open your heart to new people, to new experiences, and people start talking to you and you learn like this many, many, many things. All over the course of the years, I feel like my personality changed a lot. I'm not the same person at all. And I'm so proud of this change. I look at it as like these challenges really shaped who I am now. And I feel like, now I have a goal in life. I have a message I want to receive, and I have all the energy possible from my experiences, the bad before the good, what that shaped me to be where I am now and to achieve this goal. So it's impressive, I would say, and it's an individual journey.
Yes.
It's hard to say that each and every person will go through similar things, but it's transformative. And the hard moments, in each and every hard moment, especially because when you feel also you're different, you feel more isolated, you feel more homesick.
Right.
Then you realize, wow, I'm navigating through a lot. I'm changing a lot. And it's like, like the phoenix, each and every time you basically get burned with these like hard moments, either from studying, because also the very beginning, in my master's, I felt I cannot keep up with the other students. I felt I'm way behind. And this also made me feel more and more isolated. But then I realized, okay, that's the challenge as well. This is part of the challenges. So I put my heart and mind into it, and I actually I graduated really one of the best basically on that in that master's program, and I'm so proud of it. So
it should be.
I promise really everyone that hears this podcast, things do get better, even if it sounds like, oh my God, the world is crushing and I cannot continue and I'm alone and all these like crazy feelings, because like it's a roller coaster of feelings. Usually you start with one thing and it's like, oh my God, I want to leave. Because I did this. I crashed crying a couple of times. I'll still go through these challenges myself, but the older that you get, or the more experiences, or how you navigate, you find also new ways to become more relaxed and to find also the support system around you here also in Germany. And it's amazing. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Resilience, I think, plays an important role, right? To find inner strength, to face the challenges in a different way. And I'm a little interested to know specifically, talking about culture shock or culture shocks. What was shocking or unusual for you when you came to Germany? What was very different from how you were used to things at home?
Oh, it's pretty interesting. And I think we mentioned this before, that these culture shocks turn into your comfort zone eventually. And what most people do not realize, that when you go back home, you have the culture shocks from home become the culture shocks, and you realize, oh my God, now I need to go back, get used to all of this. It's I would say it doesn't feel comfortable in these moments, and especially just like moving in every new place always is not comfortable. So because I come from a conservative, culture, it's like many things are completely different. One of the things is like drinking here, like people, like you find on the weekends, especially people drunk, and it was like, wow, that's completely different, from what I know. The most shocking thing for me was this like Ruhig Tag, which is like Sunday, basically. So everybody, for people who are watching from their homes and intend to come and study in Germany, so everything closes, everything closes on Sunday. There's nothing open, especially, of course, if you are in München or like in these like southern areas, it's even more strict, So, yeah, everything get closed. You cannot use the vacuum cleaner. You really need to be quiet. and also this also applies for the nighttime from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. in the morning. And that was like, oh my God, what should I do? Because you need, like, as a student, you are planning your laundry, you plan everything to do on the weekend. And but looking at it now, after 3 years in total in Germany, I feel like, wow, this is really much needed. I'm the one who actually complain about people making noise, on a Sunday. So there is no fans, there is no AC systems that is built into the buildings, which is like, that was like for me, oh my God, just you have to navigate through the heat because it's not part of the building system here.
Yeah.
This is one of the things. So it's these things become exciting. I'm talking about them laughing because for me now, I don't think about them. It is what it is, and some of them are really, really comfortable. And I would complain about things in my country if I go back now. So usually there's trade-offs. So no place. Yeah, this is also one thing that was really exciting. I learned throughout living in Germany and living in Switzerland and in a couple of places, that there's no places that is perfect. There's always something would be missing.
Right.
And you just need to navigate through, enjoy as much as you can, even through these like very, very, very hard challenges. Yeah.
And you're going to adapt a little bit, if you want to or not. So like you said, now you look forward to the quiet times. So your stay abroad, it definitely changes you, right?
Absolutely, yes. It changes a lot in you, and I encourage people to be open and acceptance to this change, because if you kept yourself in a bubble, you would just trim this experience. You wouldn't take it to the fullest. I encourage you to really open, like, to anyone who hears me, just open your mind, open your heart, take it to the full of it. You don't have to change your identity. I don't mean like to change yourself. No, absolutely. You can keep yourself, but at the same time, have your eyes open, have this curiosity of the world, because you will learn a lot, and it's incredible. It's just really, really incredible. Yeah.
Just to kind of expand who you are.
Absolutely. It expands your horizons. You just transform, really. Yeah.
How easy or difficult did you find it to meet people in Germany? I think you talked about this a little bit, about like isolation, especially at the beginning, finding it hard to approach people, especially in English, because then when you said once you learned German, it was a little bit easier because people were more open. How did you go about making friends?
It really like depends like where you are. So you would pick up some friends, of course, from the courses, because we all like come to study, and in the university or in the research institution, you always find people who are good friends actually, and I made like really, really sweet connections here. But one of my tips is, one example, if you want to look for example of your religious group, you could like look into the university, because universities usually offer this like societies, that is based on identities, certain groups or ethnic groups. So you can find those people who usually like make these fun activities, hiking, or like getting out, food gatherings, which is always fun, to get to know also the new place that you are in. So this is one tip that I looked into these societies. I have really good friends until now from these societies. Another thing is basically to talk to people, even the people you think that they're different than you. Because I have really good friends that come, for example, from the secretary of my lab, one of them, really good friend. I have some really good friends who was like, shared friends in Switzerland, that I used to go to their home, take care of their cat, but they remain now they're amazing people, I still have really good connections with. And I visited them in Tuscany also this year as well. So it's just it's incredible that these connections also you carry it with you. So you become now I feel like I have a friend in almost every country in Europe. So wherever I visit, I can basically go and sleep, somewhere, and someone can host me. So this is like really comfortable, Yeah,
it's perfect. That's the goal, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
And without even trying to, probably, you just happen to make friends from different countries as well.
Exactly. It's just be yourself. People are curious, and Germans. This is what I feel like they do open to you, but you just need to also open to them first. So this thing that there is like a stereotype that Germans are cold. It's hard to make friends with any German. Well, it's true to a certain extent, but also it really depends on how much German you know, or how much you're open to talk to this person and be yourself.
Definitely. So it's worth trying.
Yes,
to make the connections.
Absolutely. Yes.
We also asked our community to tell us a little bit about what they were struggling with, or what they are struggling with living abroad in Germany. And they mentioned self-organization. Was that a challenge for you as well, or not at all, maybe?
Actually, yes. In terms, I'm not sure what like the person who asked the question or the community, if they mean something specific, but what I felt is that the organization of the courses, especially in the masters, is completely different than what I'm used to, like the semesters. You get this like block courses, which I'm not used to it at all. And then you feel like, oh my God, I'm working all over the year, kind of a thing. You get like, oh my God, it's just the semester closes and something. You get block courses into the semester break and all sort of stuff. It seems overwhelming, but you see how much you're productive, how much you're learning. And it's so interesting also, like the learning process, when you are in it, you don't know how much you're actually learning until you finish it and you want to use this knowledge and you realize, whoa, I am somewhere else. And whoa, like it's also like how much you gain, how much you can bring something to the table also. And you feel this especially when you go and talk to people that you didn't talk to since a long time, for example, in your bachelor degree or in your countries, in your home countries. So it's interesting, yeah.
So different style of doing university.
I think that was the thing, but I mean, eventually you will find like the way. You will find a way, because professors help you. There is like too many things. Like this is really good actually about Germany, that you always have a supporting system also from the university itself. If you want to talk to a psychologist, for example, if it's too hard and you need some consultation, you always find these people. incredible consultation, free in Germany also. So it allows you to really find the solutions. I myself took psychological consultation before because I lost my grandma and my grandfather during the COVID, and I was stuck in Germany. So I couldn't go back, and I had to process these feelings on my own. So yes, sometimes you really need to reach out and ask for help. Also, like the consultation can be also from your professors in the course itself.
Yes.
I had amazing people, and I really like my professor, the one who was the supervisor of my master thesis. He was incredible as well. You know, you just not only seek help on an educational level, people also help you on a personal level if you're struggling. Now, my PhD supervisor, she's incredible. Like, it's been quite a struggle period, and when it's hard to work, you can just go knock on the door, talk, and say, I'm not really feeling myself. I need to slow a little bit in my work. And usually people are open and understanding. So like, if there's any like quick advice, I would say, just don't be scared. Talk to people.
Yeah.
No?
Reach out. Did you ever in any way question your study choice?
Well, for me, it was straight to the point working with nanoplastics and microplastics since the bachelor. And I think I was, the last time I questioned this was during the bachelor degree, where I was like, okay, maybe between neuroscience and between microplastics. But then I was like, I remember in the third year of my bachelor in this ecology lecture, and I was like, in the anthropogenic pollutants, I was like, wow, I want to do this. This is what I want to do. And actually, I want to be a researcher, and this is like my career choice. And since then, I've been like, this is truly my passion. Like, I love this topic. I can work for it for more, like another 40 years. I don't mind. And yeah, I think, I don't know, but many people told me like your eyes sparkle when you talk about microplastics, and this is really your thing, and I truly feel it. This is like what keeps me going and doing this research. Absolutely.
You never regretted it, never looked back.
For me, it's not, but I have to also mention something that you, like the masters, would offer you an opportunity to try different things, to discover what you want and what you don't want. So during the masters, we had like 3 research modules, for example. And I remember I did something in restoration ecology, and I found that this is not my thing. But I had this thought like, okay, this is very exciting, I might do it. But then you realize, no, it's not yours. So you might like really get these like directional, kind of things. But I know many people who also like struggle in their career choices. It's like, should I continue this or this? But I would just give one advice for this. Keep your options open and keep yourself flexible. So if things didn't go your way for a short time, it doesn't mean it will always stay like this. So just give yourself an opportunity to discover this new thing. It might be more exciting. It might open doors for you that you haven't thought about. So this like really shift in mindset that I talked about earlier, and being more flexible, it can make your life easier. Absolutely. Yeah.
Did you ever struggle with the workload or not that much?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. It's something I remember from my studies that was like the main issue, the workload, and I wasn't used to it. And then
absolutely. And in Germany, because as I told you, like we have these block courses during the semester break kind of a thing. So you feel like, oh my God, I've been studying for a while. Like I didn't take a break for a while. Especially in the first like semester, I remember, and I also still when I have these experiments, because just recently I finished one of the experiments and I had to go to the lab, for example, for 30 days successively, including weekends, no break. So this is like the nature of research, but you learn with time to organize yourself, to give yourself the breaks when it's needed. One of the things, for example, that reduced my stress is basically sport. So when I was in Munich, it was closer to go to the mountains and do this like really hard activities. But here in Berlin, it's a bit harder. So you really need to travel for 3 hours to really does like these hikings. But what I'm doing now is just like I found a really good sports studio, and I go do these art pics and things that I enjoy, and then you just this is like the flexibility I'm talking about. You just find something that gives you the boost that you need, change your energy and change your mind and keep you going. And yeah, this is what's really needed. And then you can continue also during these hard times and during this workload. It's also different between the doctoral degree and between the master's, because in the master's you have courses and you have to finish like really strict deadlines and really like it's a different nature also. Like between specialties, it's different. Between master's, PhD is different. So yeah, I would say talk to your supervisor or talk to the people who are specialized, because there's always someone who's responsible for your program to help you, especially for these things. And people are happy to help usually. Yes. Yeah.
And if that doesn't like work out to reduce stress as well, I think is a good tip.
It's absolutely important to find a way to reduce the stress, because this like hard working days, like for a long time, it just can drain you.
Yes.
So just find something that brings the joy to you. Could be, as you said at the beginning, yoga. I tried yoga as well. I took a whole course during the COVID because I was, and it could be other things. Could be sport, could be music, could be art. So find your thing. You really need to find the thing that just makes you feel better. Yeah.
What do you do when you feel homesick? Do you have anything that helps you? Is it like talking to family? As you said before, you have like a good support network within your family. Is it something else? What do you do?
Homesickness could be something you can also deal with, like putting some goals, putting like, okay, I will finish this and this and this, and then the prize is to go back home, or like, or see someone I know, for example, in Europe from your family. Maybe there's someone. The good thing about also living in Germany, it's really connected to all Europe, so you can go anywhere easily. So just put some goals that can say, okay, in 6 months, for example, I'll be going or doing this, or just these things can motivate you, can let these feelings just processed calmly, and then you just go easily into what you really need to do, other than being strangled into these like feelings.
Set some goals. I think that's a really good idea. And also, as you said, not rely solely on other people. I think it's great to have a support network and to go to supporting institutions as well, but also to be kind to yourself and learn how to take care of yourself.
Yeah, because also like people can offer to a certain extent. And sometimes, as I said, you might need really a specialist. You might need a psychologist. You might need someone from the university. It's special problems, special things. So do not also like just rely on people, because people have their own struggles as well. You need to support them on some other days. That's the thing. So yeah, just be kind to yourself. There's too many amazing people in the world, and I consider myself really lucky because I have really good connections here in Switzerland and in Berlin, in München. So when life crashes, I can find people that I can talk to, and people, really good people, sometimes do not forget your kindness towards them. So they are there for you. Absolutely.
That's true. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you find that in Germany it's easy to talk about things like mental health, or did you find it difficult at first?
I think it's really easy. It's very straightforward, and each and everybody who's enrolled in a university, you can get like the free Beratung for mental health. There's also some activities, some like seminars. So it's always in place. They always like mention it. So it's pretty easy. And just, keep the balance, keep the eye on you, like keep tracking yourself. When you feel that things could be worse, you cannot handle it on your own, there's always help. So just do not overwhelm yourself. Every problem, how big is it? It has a solution. The beginning, always in any problem we have, we feel like, oh my God, the world is going to collapse. But no, I promise you things will be better. And this will just build resilience in you. That's the price of it, So just open your heart also for problems. They are really good learning moments in your life. Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
That's almost coming towards the 3 top tips we have at the end of each episode. So would you like to give out your 3 top tips to listeners?
Absolutely. So maybe I mentioned this a couple of times during the podcast, but Kindness is your survival skill. People go through a lot of things, so just be kind to the people around you. They will remember it, absolutely, and it will get back to you, circulate its way and get back to you whenever you need it. The second tip I would say is embrace your uniqueness. You're not different in a bad way. No, you're unique, and people are curious about you. They want to learn about you, your culture, your differences, as much as you want to learn about them. So be it, be yourself, embrace it, connect. That would be will be transformative. It will give you a full experience. The last and most important thing is just challenges is not the end of the world. They will happen. They will pop up each and every time. This is how life is. So take it, enjoy the whole journey, and embrace it. And trust me, these things will be better, and you need to live it, because this is a one lifetime opportunity, and live this experience to the fullest.
Thank you so much for being with us today and for sharing your experiences, especially on this more sensitive subject. I think listeners are really going to appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Jana.
Thank you for listening to today's episode. You can find links and resources on our website as well in our show notes. Feel free to also listen to our other episodes, the ones that are all online and the ones that are still coming. And feel free to give us a review as well. And see you next time.